Hey guys, the Golden Knight here, and today I am here to, I was gonna say talk about, but it's not really a good thing, really. It's just very sad and utterly disgusting. But before I get into what I'm on about, I should probably address what even is it. So, let's just start off with the basic rundown. By now, I'm sure we all know the game Grave Shift at Freddy's. Well, it was a game, is very detailed, and the demo was well received with audiences and really received with the community. And I think like a week or 2 weeks, I'm not sure, I don't really remember, but 2 weeks from then, the trailer for Graveyard Shift at Freddy's full release came out. And naturally, I was very excited to see it finally come out because I've been actually anticipating for this game and seeing the colorful characters. It was truly a good day to be a FNAF fan. Is what I would be saying if now this game wasn't not what okay. Would you believe me if I said this game was full on deleted? It's no longer existed, and so are other games. Why? Well, someone named Shadow Toy Chica on Twitter recently, I'm just gonna say it's in a different part. Recently, they did a whole document about avocado games. Allow me to read it. Well, I'll read most of some things. Hello, my name is Roft, often better known as the username Shadow Toy Chica, Shiny Reuben, or Poisonous Pastel. To get straight to the point, the user There's No Steak, also known as I don't even know how to read that. Kitty Cube, Avocado Dreams, and Fish Cutter. Who comes up with these names? Who will be referenced throughout the doc. Ever since January, there have been multiple jabs at my name through the public and the private servers. I have generally made active attempt to smear my name in this document, so I made this debunk multiple claims of actions she made at the expense, including but no limits. So basically, Avocado Games, I'll basically just say that, has been claims that she was manipulative and abusive, that she forced her friends into work on the game Chica's Party World, and suspectedly kicked her off the team. A document against me, made as blackmail, claims that I'm escorting my ex-partner who sexually assaulted me for money, and claims that I gaslighted people into believing it was impossible for her to have alters. As well as I get my votes heard, people who have been ejected by her and those who can vouch for their behavior. So, when I saw this document, I was like, what? So I continue reading. There's like a whole thing here for those two. I wouldn't. Don't harass anyone in this doc. A lot of. And some people seem to be uncertain about playing Grave Shift or Freddy's or not, which is the game that I just talked about. My official stance is I don't care if anyone plays it as long as it isn't posted about promoted by uplifting games. You do. So basically, you can play the game, just don't upload it on YouTube, which is. Well, it's good for her that the game is deleted, but it's also bad because YouTubers have already posted it, and some of them just flat out don't care about the controversy, which is kind of bad. Sorry, I'm not really good with this whole thing, and I'll get into why later, but yeah, so we can't do anything with the game, and she's probably not going to be alright with me talking about it, so I might as well just move on. Due to a recent few comments messaged about Eve's apology post 13th, I put my stance on ease and accept the content. An apology due to being locked. You can see some chat there. You can pause it and read it if you have to. Edit has been informed that Eve deleted all her games as well as YouTube phone account, so basically everything is now gone. She takes some time off the internet to reflect, and yeah. Another whole thing that reads, it's basically she's not even mad at them, which is kind of weird. Like, I personally don't think it's a good idea to really do all this because, well, I don't think it's a good idea to forgive her for after everything she's done, but Shadow Toichik is a good person. I definitely believe so. Alright, this is very recent in early May. Pointed has been sprung up to note that people have been involved in Siege Raising Co. have many claims against me and servers. People both publicly and privately brought up screenshots proving who I feel I'm not necessary to be shown or censored. So basically, Stakes has been going around basically lying to people about who Shadow Toy Chica is what I'm trying to see. Well, sorry about my words. She is escorting my ex-partner. There's nowhere to apologize, but I can help the seas. I know this guy works. I was around him for years. I know all the tricks. Yeah, but the amazing reason why I wouldn't. He's currently doing this other people work. So she's been basically that she's been exploiting her friend, and it's really disgusting and horrible. Well, I am addressing the point that fully the most harmful me is gay. Autumn were of the experience. I had my ex-partner Bugs and Jay previously, who sexually assaulted me in the middle of during my vacation. Now she owes me money. Completely different situation. Major man unable to complete. Knew what happened to Bugs, Jay. So basically, proof that Eve and about Jay and Bug. I don't know what happened here. You can basically pause all this if you want to read it. It's all yours. I am not gonna show this part. It still shows me that part. It still shows me the part. Jesus fucking. Okay, you're gonna have to read the document yourself if you're gonna read that. P. Eves and Louis blackmail documentary. On February, I was sent a screenshot from the previous public server as one been told that she's a new one since she has been a bit of a habit deleting and wiping servers in the blitz detailing. Keep in mind, specifically wanted to use these documents. I is a loaded gun they can fire at any time. I decided not to be dumb. That's it. I'm of my reputation, but it still keeps private. It to be blackmail. So basically, they've been using this to basically blackmail her, which is kind of honestly just borderline disgusting and terrible. It's just horrible. You can read all this. He's coming up and added some context statement among these users. It's known to work residents FNAF game. He made his own document against Eve due to her previous harassment of him, including many false claims that he has been taken briefly because of his dog, as it had to and never found. But they're now good now. I'll never slide with him. So basically they're just good now. Oh, so. But still, points. Claims I forgive Eve and work on a game. Aim and manipulate her. For reference, going to stake has changed a lot. Will frequently change her state. There's no stake. There are a lot of different periods of time that 3 different accounts. Additional context statement. Some of these times she did not reflect her current choices. Named as the same person. Eve has regularly made her claims. I first heard her work on the game. She basically held held at gunpoint, her words, so do so well, Monroe claimed, single hearing. So that is. To refuse to claim Eve work at the game, I nearly single-handedly. Here's a list of all the things I did at Chica Party work. Rebaked. She basically did all of it. Additionally, there was early 2023. More work in the game. If she truly felt she was doing it single-handedly, she never made it too clear. You can read all that. Despite the claims I forced her to work on the game, same breath, Evel is her baby. I'm sure I don't have a lot of explanation. So basically, she went on a rant saying, "Oh, I can't work on the game. She's forcing me." To straight up saying, "Oh, I like the game now. I wish I was working on it more." Like, you can't actually do that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Me actually telling Sega to take a break due to her stress and ability to work as far as being late. Yeah, so she flat out said you could take a break. There, chat. We were looking a long time. Seems like I can't behind press someone that claims that I've never the first in the game. Stakes will be encouraged to not burn herself out, to take breaks on my partners fast forward 2 months before the release day of the game. Note the fact that she herself talked about being so excited to work, she cannot sleep, and how excited she is to finish. No one is being forced here. Now, another instance, Eve being in to take her break, and motivation was low. I take a notice. Notice I was working on her time. The other. For context, after Eve left the game first time, was still obviously extremely legitimate at this point. Proved that she left the game. showing that she had interest in the game after quitting about project myself at being first. So basically, she wanted to work on the game despite her being told, despite saying that she forced her into the game, which is actually kind of fucked. You can't just lie to people about that, which is honestly just disgusting, really, in my opinion. In fact, there was quite an opportunity as to where Eve would actually make her own changes to the game without addressing me and all instead of the major changes. Jeez. So, she took Shadow Chica's game and basically just tried to fuck it all up. Basically, she just tried to add her own shit without asking. She wanted to make this her own project, which Shadow Chica didn't like, because it's her game. But she didn't like that one bit, so she went and made this whole document harassment shit, which is kind of unfair. Ditto as above, yet as prior to showing me this has been a long-standing problem. You can see the method before I felt I was very little control over my own project. Alters without disorder, Eve. One of the members talk, taking points against me, claiming that I am obleast, pointing out her claims. She alters the discovers whatsoever cannot mentally be true. Before were all stats and not discovered at all. This is extremely disapproval from screenshots I have existed well back in January. Me pointing out that there were indecency. See also D4. Well, I admit I have the whole wound to be clear. And I'm not giving myself across clearly. I should have been. So I'm just reading the comments. I'm just reading it myself. So basically, she tried to get people on our side, I think, by this. It is literally 12 o'clock for me. It's nearly 1 a.m. for me. I need sleep. But I wanted to do this video because I need to spread the word out. You're free to take this with a grain of salt. I don't think there was malice behind the statement, but I feel like it's worth saying. No, worth nothing. So basically, what I can pretty much gather is that There's No Stakes literally tried to take Shadow Toy Chica's game, which was Chica's Party World, and basically just make it into her own game, which is something you cannot do. And she's been overworking herself, stressing herself out, and Shadow Toy Chica told her to take a break because it's her game, but Stakes said, no, I want to actually continue, it's my own baby. And she kept saying, and then she goes on to say that Shadow Toy Chica is forcing her to work, she's manipulating her, which is sadly not true. She is straight up lying in some documents, and it's just utterly cruel. And then she gets kicked out, rightfully, only for her to say that she is in the wrong, and try to sabotage her own game just because she couldn't even make it hers by because State was adding stuff without her permission, trying to change the game into what she wanted, or he, I don't know the gender, but it's utterly disgusting to try and take someone's game and make it into something it's clearly not meant to be. She never answers pay the recorder, but I think her outburst speaks for itself. I don't think it's impossible for Eve to have alters, have problems. It was constantly claiming that she's not discovered. And then she was encouraging threat of violence. Game drop, which will include physical violence against her. Basically, she now goes and says that she was being threatened, which is now disgusting. You cannot do this. All because she didn't want you in her game for changing shit she didn't want. Look, just basically, you can read the whole document yourself, but all I can say is that this whole controversy is generally disgusting. There's no stakes. Shouldn't be allowed back. I'm sorry. I know Shadow Toy Chica is a nice person and all, and she definitely wants Stake to get better, but at that point, is there any hope for her? Because if she's going out her way to do all this bollocks, all because she couldn't do whatever she wanted in her own game, is kind of fucked up. And I don't think that. You're not the person making the game. Stop trying to make it something it's not. I don't know if this is right. Shadow Torchica can post this video about me. I don't know if I've got things wrong. I am very tired. I'm gonna know. Bye.